Lakota from Pine Ridge were many of them were at the Battle of the Bulge, and he always appreciated what they did because Belgium is right close to France, and that was still an iffy battle in the sense that if they would have, if the Germans had succeeded in the Battle of the Bulge, they could have prolonged the war, and then with all of those bombs they had, those, what did they call them? The
V1s and V2s.
Yeah. So the rockets. And so the first graduation that we had in 1990, that my second time being president, I was outside of the business office, and this guy walks in and he says, "I got a painting for you." I said, "You got a painting for me?" He said, "Yeah, I got a painting for you. I'm from Belgium." I said, "Oh, go ahead, go in there, bring it in." And the most fantastic painting you'd ever want to see, he brought in. I guess he's a pretty famous Belgium artist. And so we have that there. And then we also did the monument to the World War II veterans. So it's really a nice place to come visit our college. Whenever you get a chance, you got to come down.
Tom, I'll do that for sure. Tom, did you know Art LaCroix?
Yes, I did. And he was a really, my wife and I, you know, towards the end, he had cancer. And,
yeah, bad.
And so one day he came in and he wanted some gauze. And this white nurse was kind of saying, "Well, you know, I don't know if we can do that or not." My wife jumped in and said, "Mayor, any bandages you want, you're going to get it." And so I had great respect for him. My wife did too. So he was a great man.
Tom, during the Battle of the Bulge, a lot of his unit were killed, and his commander was George Patton.
Yeah,
lieutenant in the company was killed, and Patton happened to be coming by, and he said, "What are you fellows doing? Who's your leader?" And they said, "Well, we're sorry, General, he passed away." He said, "Okay, who's the best soldier here?" And all of the people turned and said, "Art LaCroix from South Dakota." And so Patton went over and shook his hand and said, "You're a lieutenant right now. I'll take care of it with your orders." He said, "You fellows pay attention to this guy." And then that's called a battlefield commission.
Yeah, battlefield.
Right in the middle of the attack there.
Battlefield promotion. Yeah, I knew that he had served in World War II, but it's interesting that he was at the Battle of the Bulge because
yes, he was.
So there were a number of probably maybe 10, 15 Lakotas from South Dakota that fought at the Battle of the Bulge. But this painter's uncle knew those that were from Pine Ridge. And so Darlene's dad was in the 82nd Airborne, and he was a glider. He was in the glider division, and that's where they bring these planes in. You can't hear the motors because they just glide in, and but the funniest story he said was it was really cold at the Battle of the Bulge. They had to dig foxholes, and so they just at that time they got the care packages from Red Cross. So his wife, my wife's mother, Sadie Janice, she sent him some socks, and so he opened up this care package, and here they were silk socks. He took them and threw them in the snow and said, "Damn it, I don't want these damn things." He wanted some warm socks.
Yeah. Well, Arthur was very shy about talking about his experiences. He said, "I did my job the best I could." Then they shoved on into Germany, and he was part of the occupation forces in Austria, and he met a lady who had been to the Olympics as a swimmer from Austria, and they fell in love. Her name was Trudy.
Yeah,
So
I remember
when he
that.
came back, he brought her with him. And they had their marriage. He lived in Wasta for a while, tried farming, then moved to Rapid City and went into business. And he followed me as mayor. I served 2 terms, and Art served 6. But he's a very noble man. He was so wonderful.
Well, he was so humble. That's what I noticed about
Such
him.
a humble, decent man.
Yeah, he was really a nice man.
And,
Okay, I noticed we have graduates on the screen. So we got Elytra and valued customer. Who's the valued customer?
That's Geraldine Bad Warrior.
Okay, Geraldine. Okay.
You're on mute, Jerry.
So, Geraldine, I was going to introduce you as a graduate. I would have said valued customer. So I better know. That's what's showing on my screen.
Sorry about that.
mine too.
I don't know how to change it.
No, that's okay. You don't need
That's
to
all
change it. I like to tease, so you got to watch out for me.
Okay, no problem. I can
Now we-
tease too.
So who's breaking up? Is that Geraldine?
I think that's you, Geraldine. Say something. I think your voice is breaking up.
My voice is breaking up.
No, it's okay.
Now I
Maybe
can hear
Very
you.
clear. Very clear.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Tom, I was on the screen about a half hour ago, and the man from the radio station in Rapid City has plugged in with us too. They may broadcast this, I think.
Was that right? That'd be-
KILI radio.
Mhm.
He's a real nice fellow. We talked for a while. We're the only ones on them.
Okay. So when I talk, do you see a big screen then? Because everybody needs to be on gallery. If you're on gallery, then we'll see a big picture on the screen.
So let's see. Do we hit speaker view or gallery?
So everybody needs to get on gallery.
Okay, I think I did. You're on big screen now for me.
Okay. Well, I didn't see you on the big screen when you talked, Don, so maybe you're not.
I think I am though. I'm talking 1, 2, 3. Anything happen?
Cliff, is he on gallery? Don? Yeah, but, so I have to mute so let me see if I can mute. So now you talk, Don, and see if you go to the big
Hello,
screen.
1, 2, 3.
You didn't go on to the big screen, Cliff. Huh? What's
I
that?
think that's if they're on speaker view. Isn't that when the
Cliff,
big
Cliff,
picture shows
come over
up?
here. So we need to probably do a little practice. So,
Well, we better get this fixed here.
Don, we want Don on gallery view, but he's not when he talks.
Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. So do that then. There we go. Now I got you on gallery view.
1, 2, 3, huh?
Yeah. So
Okay.
can someone talk from each of the that are on right now? So Geraldine, do you want to say something to see if you go to gallery?
Okay, good morning. I'm at gallery.
Yeah.
It did.
Okay. Who's else? I know there's Elytra. Does anybody know who this lady is? Elytra Evans?
Yeah, Elytra Evans.
Only a few people, Tom.
Well, I don't want to embarrass you, but I was going to talk about who she dated when she was down here in Pine Ridge, but we don't want to go there, do we?
No, not today. It's graduation.
Okay.
We sure got a lot of pretty ladies, don't we?
Yeah. So what do we got? 8 minutes and we'll see where we're at. So how many do we have on altogether? Does anybody know?
Yeah, I see Geraldine, I see Jimmy Ward, I see Elytra, I see Philomene Moran, and for the students, that's all I see.
Okay. Well, they are 13? So there must be more than that then, huh? There's one, so there's 1, 2, 3. Is anybody else on our side? Okay.
Tom, this is Don again. Way back in 1988, I gave the high school graduation speech to the high school in Eagle Butte, and it was wonderful, and in a big gymnasium. And then the mothers of the graduating men gave me a star blanket, and I have it to this very day. I show it to all the guests that come to my home, and I can't hardly hang it on the wall, but it is one of the most wonderful gifts I ever received. And it's such a piece of artwork. You wouldn't believe how beautiful it is.
What year was that?
That was 1978, so that'd be 42 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have it.
I like that. Huh? Oh.
You see others when they come on, Cliff? We have, what, 4 or 5 with Maryland, so we've got 8 other then, huh? One of them is, Candace, do you know if the president's going to be on? Candace, are you there? Candace, you want to unmute so Candace, are you there? Oh, Candace.
I'm here, I'm here.
So, is the chairman going to be with us, or if he's?
Yes, I just called his office and spoke with one of his assistants, and she said that he was on some kind of a COVID call, and after that, graduation is on his schedule, but he was not in the building that she was in.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Tom?
Yeah.
Do you have any memories in Rapid City of the Oshkosh Indian Camp right below Cowboy Hill?
Well, all I remember is that my grandpa, Henry Prue, he worked at the Army Depot in Igloo, and they were moving the bombs, and they had mustard gas bombs. And they must have had them in these kind of crates, not crates, but, you know, it'd be probably 2 feet by maybe 3 feet. And they threw it, they must have been throwing these boxes to each other, and his dropped. And when it dropped, the mustard gas started leaking. So he ended up having lung cancer of the lungs. And so when we used to go up there, he was at Susan. That was when it was still a sanitarium, still a sanatorium. And then they did live down in that Oshkosh camp. So we would go and visit my grandma and my grandpa. My grandma's name was Louise. Louise, she was a DeSursa, and my grandpa was a Prue.
Yeah. I lived a block from there. Used to play baseball with the Native American boys and hike on them hill together. We were great pals growing up in Rapid City.
How many do we have on now? 18? So there's five of us, so there's 12. We're getting there. We'll do it. We'll start. We'll give them 1 hour lead. $22 now? Wow, that's good. That's really good. So, Don, are you on? Don Geigo?
Yeah, we're on. So, Tom, we're going to
So
say...
when I announce, I'll say, we'll start today's graduation ceremony with a prayer song, a prayer, and then the flag song.
So a prayer, then a prayer song, then the flag song.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you and I were thinking on the same wavelength there.
Yeah, always.
I got one. Now, you graduates, notice these our Lakota men are wearing flags, Wichashas. That's to encourage you whenever you're going to come in contact with anyone, always have a mask on. Okay, we should all be muted except me, and then when I stop speaking, then the next person that speaks will then unmute. How many do we have now? Well, that's good. 19. Okay, we are going to begin today's graduation ceremonies. This is the 47th annual graduation ceremonies of Oglala Lakota College. In 2021, which is about 9 months from now, Oglala Lakota College will celebrate its 50th anniversary. So just think how far we've come in those 50 years. This graduation is much different from all other graduation, as this is a virtual graduation, with this being on Zoom. There were a lot of different discussions on how to do this year's graduation. At OLC, we have, during this pandemic, always have kept in mind the safety of our students and staff, and this was finally how we decided to do this graduation, which provides the highest degree of safety. I want to be the first to congratulate you on receiving your college degree here today. Receiving a college degree is one of the most important times in your life. Enjoy this day as you have earned the right to be happy on this day. So keep that smile on your face all day, because it's a wonderful accomplishment. We start today's graduation ceremonies with a prayer song, and then a flag song. And these will be done by Hawkeye Montelo, a very well-known singer, and also Don Gallego, who is our Director of Student Affairs for the college, who's getting his master's degree on Saturday. So go ahead, Hawkeye and Don, let's have the prayer songs and the prayer and the flag song.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shortville. At this time, I ask all of you to help pay tribute to our ancestors. And I want to congratulate you on your milestone. And it doesn't diminish the level of hard work that you all put forth towards your education. Hoya Tonkashla, Atewa Kantonka, Lemialo. Hoya Tonkashla, Le Ampetu Kile Michita Kuyo, Wocheke, Unkaka Piktalo. Hoya Tonkashla, Lakota, Wichasha Nahawian, Lakota, Koshkalaka Nahawi Koshkalaka, Wayawa, Iuha, Chiwakie, Owichakia Naha, Wo Awayanka, Wichakupo, Naha, Lila Iokpia, Wichakupo. Oyateki wichozani na yok ya waonshi kichila unko unya pikta pe chichiaki. Ampetu mak ulila washtelo tunkashla. Wopila lo. Hey
Okay, thank you, Don and Hawkeye. And I think the thing that we need to keep in mind is that when the college was created, our elders didn't want a Washichu college. They wanted a tribal college, and that with the tribal college, we'd have the Lakota perspective. You know, our language, learning our language, our history, our culture was all going to be part of what we would have as a college. And so having this graduation, we bring in the prayer and the flag song. The great irony is that the flag song is for the United States flag. And so this is a song that the Lakota sing when they want to honor the American flag. So with that, our next speaker is the Cheyenne River College Center Director, who will do a welcome today for our graduates. Before I turn this over to Candace Lee, I want to say how proud I am of Candace, who has done an excellent job as the Cheyenne River College Center Director, and also for her staff, who have done a great job in assisting you as graduates in obtaining your degree. So Candace, we'll have you come on now.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you. I just wanted to express my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. You worked so hard. We're so proud of you here at the college. And like Mr. Shortbull said, it takes a team to operate a college, and we have a great team here at Cheyenne River. You have made sacrifices, your family, your time, your commitment and dedication to your education. Now you've achieved something that no one can take away from you. And you got to be proud of yourself for that. And I'm proud of you. I want to congratulate you and just tell you how happy I am for you. And as Lakotas, remember, when you move forward in life now, remember what you learned here at OLC, and to always honor the treaties and Unchi Maka, Mother Earth, okay? And hopefully you're going to be here to help our tribe or whatever organization you go into, but do the best you can with all the knowledge, skills, and abilities that you have, and that you will carry with you. Thank you so much.
I'm kind of wheezy because Candace gave a great speech, and I thought I was the only one that gave great speeches, but you really gave a great speech, and just by the look on your face and the tone, I know how proud you are of your graduates at Cheyenne River College Center. So we were going to have Tribal Chairman Harold Frazier speak next. Do you know if he's on the screen?
I do not see Chairman Frazier.
Okay, so if he does come on later on and does want to say something, we will give him that opportunity. So next, I want to introduce, we had two graduation speakers today, Mr. Harold Frazier, and the other is Mr. Don Barnett, who is the former mayor of Rapid City, who led this city through the Rapid City flood and the major recovery that took place after the flood. So he's well respected in this state and is dearly loved by the citizens of Rapid City. Among his many accomplishments, and another reason that I am so impressed with him, is that he is a Vietnam Army veteran who was a hospital administrator during the Vietnam War. Like then, we today are also fighting against a deadly enemy, and this is the coronavirus. As Don knows, with the Tet Offensive in Vietnam, you can never underestimate your enemy. And this is what we have to keep in mind with what we are doing today. Take every precaution you can, practice social distancing, and wear a mask. Finally, over the last 3 years, I have come to know Mr. Barnett, and he has become one of my best friends, and I have great respect for him. Therefore, it is with great pleasure that I introduce you to Don Barnett. Don, you'll have to unmute. Don, you'll have to unmute. There you go.
Good. Well, thank you, Tom. You are my dearest friend, and I do certainly appreciate this opportunity to shout out a great big congratulations to the graduates of your fine college. This is a wonderful day for all of your graduates, and I hope it will be historic because you have a life to live now, and you will be highly respected among your brothers and your sisters and your tribal elders. And I think it's absolutely wonderful that you have achieved this moment of higher education. But I would like to remind you this morning that this is only your partial education. Now that you have a college degree, I hope that you will continue to learn and do everything you can within your power to provide service to your tribe, service to your families, and service to the Indian and the sovereign nation to which you belong. It is critically important that you continue to honor the culture and the traditions of the Sioux people in the state of South Dakota and throughout the nation. I think it's absolutely wonderful that young folks can advance, but I would also advise you today as your speaker, please continue to learn. And one of the ways that you will continue to learn is by reading a great deal. I will challenge you this morning, ladies and gentlemen, to read at least one book a week. Stop by the library, stop by a store, buy a book on history or science or something in which you have a really a real set of interests for yourself and your family. It is critically important that you and your sovereign nation keep up with literature and reading, and I'm sure that you will do very well. I am so proud to share my thoughts with you today, but as we start, I will remind you that you will now be qualified for higher levels of employment, and you will be expected to work productively to advance yourself and your families and your tribe. It is so important that we remember work is one of the most honorable things that one man or one woman can give to another man or woman. And I hope you will enjoy those labors and make it a critical part of your life. I also would like to urge you to get involved in government. When I ran for mayor of Rapid City, I was 28 years old. I had been to Vietnam, I had training, and I figured that I was just as good as some of those old fogies, and I could lead the city as well as they could. And I hope this wasn't being conceited, but I knew that I had some ideas, I knew I had an education, and I therefore provided 4 years of service to my city. And I would urge all of you to remember, please do not be a bystander. We want you to be vocal. We want you to remain optimistic about your future, the future for your family, and the future for your tribe. So please never pass up the opportunity to be optimistic, and never pass up the opportunity to assist your friends, your tribal leaders, and the members of your tribe. These people are the framework of your life. We want you to remember that those relationships will last forever and ever. And when you put out your hand to help a friend or provide a little encouragement at a time of sorrow, that is a tradition of your people. And as we say, It is so critically important for you to leave a record for yourself and be so very proud of what you have accomplished. Please be vocal. Do not just stand in the shadows. Become a leader of your tribe, and I think you will do very, very well. In Vietnam, I was the administrator of a 400-bed hospital, and I had the opportunity, to provide my modest leadership to care for those patients who had been injured in battle. And I would remind all of you that you are just now as educated as I was. You should step forward when your tribal leaders urge you to become involved and serve on a committee or a commission. We hope that you will do that and do it with great joy. Folks, in the 1950s, when I was just a boy in South Dakota, a famous scientist invented the polio vaccine. And now at the time of this deadly virus, we're doing everything we can on this planet to make sure that we have vaccines that will control this massive epidemic. His name was Jonas Salk. I heard him give a speech one time, and he said one of his goals in life, and he is the man who stopped the polio epidemic throughout the world in the 1950s. He said we have to do everything within our power to become a great ancestor for our children. We want to be remembered for positive accomplishments. Please read those books. Intellectually grow as fast as you can, and don't be afraid to serve others. There are many, many people who have gone on ahead of you, and I was a friend of several of those. Billy Mills became internationally famous as a member of your tribes. They're on the Nebraska border, of course, and he became a leader in the Olympics and provided great service to his country. There was another Native American named Arthur LaCroix, and he was a part of the Rosebud tribe, but he served 6 terms as mayor of Rapid City and is recognized as the most historically significant mayor in the history of Rapid City. So don't be afraid to imitate and follow the leadership of so many more. But there's my concluding thought for you is to remind you, please read as often as you can, widen your vision, and do everything you can to step forward and be so very proud of your heritage as Native Americans on the plains of South Dakota. There is one prayer that I issue every night. I fold my hands and I pray to the gods above, your God and my God, and I want to hope that somehow the people in South Dakota, the white man and the Native American tribes, can we please work toward an absolute attitude of brotherhood as one of our goals as we become adults and move forward. Brotherhood means that we do not try to dominate each other, but we try to live together in peace and friendship on God's earth. There are many people who have set that example. Vine Deloria, Dee Brown, who wrote Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, and many, many others. And so I thank you for this moment to share a little bit of my experience and my wisdom. And please remember this: optimism should be a part of your character and a part of your daily activities. A great writer once said, optimism provides the basic energy of civilization. And that is the civilization within your heritage and your tribes, and also that is true for the white man. Optimism does provide the basic energy of civilization, and I sincerely hope that all of your graduates today will bear those thoughts in mind. I again offer you the sincere congratulations from me and my family, and all of South Dakota is certainly very proud of you today. Thank you, Tom, and may God bless your wonderful college.
Thank you, Don. But I want to add on to what Mr. Barnett talked about, and that is when you see wrong, you need to challenge that it's wrong. And we have a perfect example of how you can change history. You can change the way things happen in this country. If you see wrong, as now is happening with Black Lives Matter, there's going to be monumental changes in this country. And if you see wrong, you have a responsibility to challenge it and try to correct it. And I hope that's one of the things that we can see in what's happening today with the Black Lives Matter movement. So before we begin recognizing the graduates, I want to make this statement. You as graduates have met all of the requirements necessary for graduation under the requirements of our accreditation with the Higher Learning Commission, which is one of the 4 accrediting bodies in the United States. Therefore, whether you graduate from Harvard University or OLC, you have met all of the standards of excellence in obtaining your degree. You deserve this recognition for all the hard work you have put in for obtaining your college degree. Therefore, OLC is conferring the degrees that you are receiving today. Our first graduate is Geraldine Bad Warrior, and I want to extend the college's congratulations on receiving your degree today. So would you like to say something now, Geraldine? Oh, Geraldine's degree is a BS in Business Administration and Management. And so I'll unmute and we'll let Geraldine speak.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I would just like to say thank you to the Oglala Lakota College for allowing me to come in and get my degree. My biggest thanks goes out to my children who had to endure 7 years of putting up with me and not having me around. I dedicate my diploma to my mother, Pauline Eagle Chasing, and Pam Houston. And I'd just like to say thank you to everybody.
And our next graduate is Danielle, who has a BS Business Administration Accounting. Danielle, you want to say a few words?
Good morning. Good morning to the Oglala Lakota College administration and our honored speaker, Mr. Barnett, all of our honored guests, and to my fellow graduates. I always wanted to say that, my fellow graduates. We all have a support system that helped us get to today, and they deserve our sincere thanks and appreciation. My support system includes my daughters, Amy and Christine, my mom, my Aunt Urbana, my brothers and sisters, cousins, and nieces and nephews. It includes my co-workers from the Techa office, Kim, Holly, Annalie, Katie, and Val, as well as the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. And it includes the Oglala Lakota College, especially the Cheyenne River campus. One aspect of meeting the goals in our life is to have a mentor. Bob Proctor said, "A mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see within yourself and helps bring it out of you." This came from Pam Houston's Facebook page, and this summarizes what she did for me. I miss her, especially today. It is my hope that this graduating class uses its leadership capabilities to become that mentor to those that come after us. Good health, and thank you.
Very nice comments. Very nice comments. So our next graduate is Demi Gunville, BS in Business Administration and Management. Demi?
Good morning. I would like to thank everybody at our college center. Without Pam Houston, I don't think I would have survived. My family and my fellow graduates. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Demi. Oh. Thank you, Demi. We'll go to our next graduate, and that's Tanya Whitebull, BS in Business Administration Management, AA in General Business. Tanya?
Hi. So I would just like to say thank you to, the professors, and especially, she's not here right now, Miss Pam. She kept us on our feet and got us to where we are today. I'd also like to say thank you to my fiance, Stein. I had quit going to school in 2017 and I started back up when he graduated from the South Dakota School of Mines. Together we have 5 kids, so thank you, for supporting me through all this and allowing me to finish my degree. And also thank you to, my fellow business majors and our class, sitting in room 204. That was like home to us these past couple years. And thank you to you and at the administration at OLC.
Well, thank you. Our next speaker is Jairus View. Jairus, do you want to say a few words?
Hello. I'd like to congratulate everybody on your guys' degrees. Jairus View, Imachiapi, Chantewashte Napechu Zapi, Hokia Malakota Chia. I want to thank you for listening to me today, and excuse me for speaking before my elders. I would like to express to our younger generation that education is very important and that it makes your dreams a reality. It is crucial that we teach our younger generation about our Lakota values, especially respect. I'd first like to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For keeping me, leading me, and guiding me, and helping me throughout all of the years of my life. Sorry. Next, I would like to thank the love of my life, Richard LeBeau, for always loving and supporting me since I've decided to continue my educational process, and also to my kids, Elisha, Nehemiah, and Josiah, for being understanding and knowing that it did take time away from them, and I want them to know that education is the key to success, and that Mommy did it. I'd like to also thank you to my parents, Carla and Leon Vio, for pushing me to keep going to school and getting my higher education. I love you all so much. And lastly, to the Oglala Lakota College staff, instructors, for giving me the opportunity to attend college here in my hometown of Eagle Butte on the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, and giving me the ability to obtain my associates in elementary education, as well as my bachelor's of science degree in K-8 elementary education. And I'll now be able to pursue my passion of being a teacher here in my hometown. Lila Wopila Tonka Betju Washte Yuha.
Washte. Our next graduate is Shauna Gebhardt, BS in K-8 elementary education.
Hihani Washte. I just want to say congratulations to everybody, and I am very grateful for all the support and encouragement I have received from not only my fellow students and my family, but from OLC. I am proud to be able to go to class on Cheyenne River, and I'm very proud of this college and what they've done for me. And it's here, and I want to share just a few things. I have been encouraged by a family member, a cousin of mine, who said it was not how smart you are, but how persistent you are. And so I want to encourage everybody to continue that persistence and keep pushing forward. And a quote that's one of my favorite is, "The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second time is now." Being an older non-traditional student and going back to school, I was a way better student than I was 20 years ago. And I just, I appreciate everybody, and I'm very grateful and excited about this day. And thank you.
Washte. Our next graduate is Alitra Evans, BA in Lakota Studies, Lakota Culture, Lakota Language Certificate. Alitra?
My name is Alitra Evans. My Lakota name is Woman Who Walks with a Good Heart. Today is such a glorious day, not only for myself, but all of the graduating classmates throughout OLC across the nation. It has been quite a journey. At one point I wasn't sure if I was going to graduate high school, and here I am today, graduating from, one of the best tribal colleges in the nation with a bachelor's degree. So I'm really honored, and I want to say, don't give up and follow your dreams. You can do it. We all have been there with our struggles, and it's just about your try. Don't ever stop trying. Thank you.
Washte, Alitra. Eric in the Woods, Bachelor's of Arts in Lakota Studies with an emphasis in Indian law. Eric, would you like to speak?
Hani Washte. Good morning. My name is Eric in the Woods. Well, I gotta say is, my ride here with OLC has been one of the most humbling experiences ever. Getting to meet you, Mr. Shortbull, excuse me. I'm just kind of nervous because I had a big speech planned for myself, but I'm gonna keep it short. And congratulations to all my fellow OLC graduates. Proud of you. I'm gonna miss seeing you guys at our college center. But I guess you could say the one reason why I took this emphasis was to bring balance back to our people. Not only the law perspective, but coming together. And the United States was born out of conduct and everything. You see it everywhere. But by this degree, I could give back a little bit more. And I just want to give shout outs to Candace, Alec, Gladys, and Don with the Student Senate, being a 4-year Student Senate representative for CRCC's one of the coolest things. And I kind of feel sad, I'm closing one door, but another door will open for me, but just thanks for the experience. Congratulations, guys.
Okay, Washte. Our next graduate is Deanna Landrew, BA in Social Science. Oh, Deanna isn't here today, but we have her picture, and it'll be seen nationwide because this is being live streamed on KOLC YouTube. So we'll go to the next graduate, and that's Cheo. Makes room for them, AA in elementary education. Oh. Okay, well, go ahead. Cheo, you want to go next?
Okay. Betu washte. Mitako yepe, chante washte ichuzapi. Chayo kukampi washte wi machiapi. It's a great day today to see all the college graduates, and I'm very happy to speak on behalf of my family. First of all, I'd like to thank my husband, Don Roy Q Cumpy of Q Cumpy Memorial Drum Singers, for always supporting me, and my children. I raised 3 special needs children, so this means a lot to me to be a teacher, to be a Lakota teacher as well as a special needs teacher. And I can honestly say, not only am I proud today, but I was also proud 2 weeks ago when we graduated our first class of Lakota language speakers from Lowy School, and we made history. So with this degree, I'm going to walk forward and say that my father, who was Marty Makes Room for Them, composed the 7 Council Fire song, said we must carry our language. And with that, I want to, dedicate this degree to my father-in-law, Marty Makes Room for Them of Memorial Drum Singers, who is a great singer. And my family, who is Q Cumpy, I want to say thank you to all of you for all of your support. And with the language, we're going to continue to carry on. We think about the boarding school days and all the simulation and cultivation during that time. And with this degree, we can change. I remember that we always talked about changing the world. And this morning, Mr. Shortbull, you stated that wherever we can make changes and, stand up to bring forward, that's what we can do. So with the language, I'm going to take this degree and move forward with it. Wopila.
Yeah, Wash Day. Our next graduate is Raina Slade, AA and Lakota Studies.
Pilamaye, mitakpi api chante, wash day, imape, choose api, Raina Slade, imachi api. I just want to, I'm going to get emotional, I know I am. This is a great day. I get to share this day with my husband. We're both graduating today. I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and my parents for always pushing us and letting us know that education is important and that's something that you want to show your children. I want to say thank you to you, Mr. Shortbull, Candace, all of our instructors and our student advisors, and most of all, my children for, knowing that I have to sacrifice my time to be able to show them that this is the way to go. And I guess that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Wash Day. Jimmy Ward, AA in Elementary Education.
Good morning. I want to thank my family for sticking by my side. Going to school and working full time and being a mom and everything. It's been difficult, and I've had a good support system. I know a lot of us and my fellow graduates do the same thing. I'm proud of y'all. I'm going to miss my classmates in room 206. I only have my student teaching left, and I'll be getting that bachelor's, so I'm really excited about that. But I want to thank the staff at OLC. They're nothing but supportive. They're understanding. Linda Olson has been the most incredible teacher ever, and if it weren't for any of them, it would have been a tougher road. And they understand the difficulties that we go through and work with us as students and, as adults. And that's just been wonderful. But I'm super proud of everyone, and hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Wash Day. Our next graduate is Jimmy Ward, AA in Elementary Education. Okay. I got that mixed up. Ricky White Wolf is next with an AA in Elementary Education.
I'm Betty Washday. I want to say thank you to my son and my family for their support and encouragement. I also want to say thank you to OLC and CRCC staff, CRST and CRC Higher Education, and to my mentors and colleagues. Thank you.
Wash Day. Our next graduate is Roxy Holloway, AA in General Business. Okay, so this is Roxy's picture, and I imagine most of you know Roxy. She works for the Cheyenne River College Center. So we wish her well on her graduation day. Our next graduate is also an employee of the Cheyenne River College Center, Alec Knight, AA in general business.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to quickly just give a heartfelt thank you to the college as a whole for providing all of us the opportunity to get our degrees, especially without the debt looming over our heads. It's a really great thing that the college does for all of us, and I think I've grown a stronger appreciation for it even now as being an employee for the college. It's a really great thing that the college does for all of us. I just want to take a moment to say congratulations to all the other graduates. It was a difficult semester this last spring with the virus and then everything going online, and the stay-at-home orders and everything else, and the anxiety looming over all of us because of this virus. It made it really difficult, man. It's no small feat to make it through. So congratulations. And one more quick thing, if you're like me and you're getting your AA, and I know a lot of us are just kind of stopping through on our way to our bachelor's, but just keep going, and I think the main thing that Don Barnett was getting across to us was to become lifelong learners. I think that's the main goal of any college, really, is to create lifelong learners. I guess I'd also like to say thank you for my family, for all the support that I've gotten. It is tough, working full time and going to school full time, and it does take away a lot of time from them. So just a thank you to them and all the support.
Okay, well, thank you, Alex. Wash day. Our next graduate is Harley Morgan, AA in general business.
I just want to say thank you to the college for allowing me to get my degree. Congratulations to all the other graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Harley. Wash day. Melissa Brewer, AAS and Office Technology.
Hi, yes, I just wanted to say thank you to the OLC and hi everyone, to my family, and congratulations to everyone. It's been really hard, and thank you.
Okay, thank you, Harley. Wash day. The next graduate is Kenneth Fights the Thunder, AAS and General Construction. Is Kenneth there? Do you need to unmute or? You know if Kenneth is still on? You need to unmute, Kenneth? Well, Kenneth, if you, after the next graduate, if you decide to get on, then you can. But we'll go on to Jared Slade now, AAS and General Construction.
Hello, good morning. I'd like to thank OLC for the opportunity to further my education. And I'd like to thank my family for understanding when I was away going to school. And to thank my wife for the support, pushing me to further my education, and all my instructors and my classmates. Thank you.
Wash day, Jared. Our next graduate is Jeremy West, AAS and General Construction.
I'd just like to say thank you for everybody for making this graduation possible. It is important to us graduates. Congratulations, everybody. And I'd like to say thank you to my sister for pushing me through all this. Thank you.
Wash day, Jeremy. Our next graduate is Philomene Moran, Lakota Language Certificate. You need to unmute. Philomene, if you want to say something, you'll have to unmute.
I'm sorry, I didn't unmute. Mitaka Pilder, Viva Ethiopia, in particular, Viva Ethiopian rescues the Bakowa Kapitilla Tewakila, Bakoya Matasuri Imachapi, Bakowa Kapitilla Ruha Hakojaki. I dedicate my accomplishment to my Ina Opachawi, Minto Moran, and the Ihani Oyate. What people I teach at the Oglala Lakota College. Thank you.
Wash day, Philomene. Is Kenneth Vice of Thunder? Do you want to get on now? I hear something, but okay. So the concluding remarks that I'd like to make is that I really think that this was a nice graduation. Most of all of your comments were so heartwarming, and you really all spoke well, and just goes to show you what we can become as Lakota people. You are showing this today. And so.
All right, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Kenneth, yeah, go ahead, Kenneth. You can get on now.
All right, I'm sorry, my phone died, but I'd like to thank all my teachers, Mark Stamba, Mark Tashi, Jared Slater for hanging in there with us.
Okay, well, that sounds good, Jeremy. Wash day, Jeremy.
Oh, am I on there or no?
Okay, yeah, you were on. Wash day, Kenneth. Okay, next we will recognize the Robert Gay Memorial Award. That's the highest GPA for a male with a bachelor's degree in Lakota Studies. Kenneth, you could unmute now. The award is $250. So, Eric, you want to get on? I think, Kenneth, you'll have to unmute, so, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I'd just like to say,
oh, KILI radio's on now. I don't know how that happened. KILI radio horned in. Are we all? So what do we do now? Does anybody know? Yeah, Eric, you could finish talking. You dropped out of the call. We must have lost service. Okay, so now these two singers I think are really fantastic Lakota singers. So we're going to have a closing prayer by Hawkeye Monolo and then an honoring song. And I noticed some of you had your eagle plumes on. Wear those very proudly. You earned those eagle feathers or the eagle plume here today. So Hawkeye, do you want to say the prayer?
So we'll sing a closing prayer song, Tom, and then we'll sing the honoring song.
Okay. Yeah, he did. That's good. Okay, so I just want to say to the graduates, this graduation, as I was saying earlier, was really a nice event. It really went well, and I appreciate, and you as graduates made the day for this event. Your comments were really, really nice, and I appreciate it very much. And so with that, that concludes our graduation here today. And I just want you to have a great day. Go out and enjoy yourself. Keep that smile on your face. You deserve this degree that you got today. Okay, with that, I'll say goodbye and I'll exit stage right.